Hey,
Hi.
can you set up here? One sec.
Okay. Let me get my Bluetooth back on. Come on, connect. Yay! All right. Not that anybody can hear me, but where else is going to be on this thing? But that's fine. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. I don't know if anybody's here or anybody's watching, but it's okay. I'm going to check. I figured people can hear me, but I can't hear anybody else. So I'm just going to read my comments. I'm going to just quick to check to see if anybody might actually be, anybody else might be watching this crazy shenanigan type stuff. Don't mind me, I'm just crazy. So you have to forgive me. I'm jumping back between like a bunch of different platforms trying to see what's what. And I should probably try and name this or something, shouldn't I? Oh, look, there we go. Live in living color. Darn skippy I am. All right, looks like I am live on Twitch. Don't know if anybody's watching. It doesn't look like anybody's watching. But that's fine. I don't care. I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing this because I'm bored. Let's see if anybody's kicking around all the other stuff. Oh, hey, look, there I am. I'm on the YouTubes. I'm on the Twitch. Just going to check one last thing on the Facebook. Yes, big shout out to the manager because she's helping me. Do I need help? That's a loaded question. Of course I need help. Are you kidding me? When don't I need help? Just check in to make sure that I'm on the Facebooks too, just in case. I am. I think I am. Pretty sure I am. I am. All right, perfect. Fantastic. I am all over the place, which is fantastic. I love it. Anywho, greetings, salutations. It's the Sunday show. I don't know if this is a thing, but it's we're gonna call it Cosplay Sunday with Lady Mocha. As always, I got my coffee. So, Eric Day, hi. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go over last weekend. I had the honor and privilege to go to Terrificon with an amazing and talented duo of artists, Shannon Mayer and Becky. They fantastic. You can check out Becky's art on all over Kickstarter. She's doing some amazing, phenomenal things. She actually has a cover coming up for one of them. And Shannon Mayer just does some mind-blowing variant covers and some regular feature covers for my personal favorite, Vampirella. I love her. She's my most favoriteest thing in the entire world. Love that comic. But speaking of comics, what is going to a convention without getting cool stuff? So let's get into it, shall we? First thing, though, that I want to say, my friend Becky, she's kind of like me when it comes to gifts. Like, we're kind of like, I got you something, I got you something, I got you something, I got you something. And we never like to wait to give said items. So this was my birthday present. And this birthday present was so stunning. These are a set of runes. So if you know, it's divination, however you say it. But they are they are inspired by the Greek Roman goddess Psyche, who is the goddess of the soul. And I think they're gorgeous. They're these stunning blue, deep blue resin runes. And I have a very big love of astronomy. And so anything having to do with, the constellations, the stars, things like that kind of really gets to me, and I really enjoy it. Orion the Hunter is my actual favorite constellation, if you must know. So these, yes, it's a rune set. Actually, Becky and I pulled runes right before we went to the con to see what we were going to have happen at the con. And it was very good. We got very good readings, and the con was indeed very good. The first thing that I bought at the con, this was more of a necessity than a just strictly desire, and that was a fan. Because when you are a cosplayer, you know that you can get very warm. Do you have the Moonly app? I might. I'm not 100% certain. I may have the Moonly app. I'll have to check later. But if I don't, I will totally get it because it sounds straight up. I used to have this book, and it was my all-time favorite book, but I lost it, and I'm still trying to find it. But it was called 365 Starry Nights, and it showed you every constellation in the night sky on any particular given day. It would tell you where to find it, where to look at it, depending on what part of the hemisphere you were, and I loved it. There's just something about the fact that these stars have been here for so many years, thousands, and I'm looking up at stars and constellations that somebody long ago was looking up at, just like me. So anyway, that's part of my love of astronomy. Fun fact, if I wasn't so short and shite eyesight, I kind of wanted to be an astronaut, and I wanted to work at NASA. So, but there are height requirements, and you have to have good eyesight, which I have neither. I am a tiny hobbit who can't see for shite. So, anywho, back to con stuff. A fan. A proper fan to fan yourself at conventions is always a good thing, because I'll tell you what, they may say they have AC in that hall. You're still sweating in some very inappropriate places. So I got this fan, and I was the biggest fan, shall I say, of Shannon and Becky's. So I stood at the table fanning everybody to keep them cool, along with myself. But it's really pretty. I love Japanese fans as well. I think they're gorgeous. There's just something about them. They're handy. They're nifty. So that was the first thing. And I kind of feel like I have to go with now the last thing. So I was there as a guest of Shawna Mare as well as the Comic Mint. They're based in Stamford, Connecticut. They have phenomenal comics, and they do some really great variants and exclusive covers. So definitely you should check them out. But the lovely and stunning and gorgeous and so fabulous Monica got me this paper, well, not paper, but a parasol. Oh, look, it matches my outfit too. It's so pretty. It definitely gives me Kaylee from Firefly vibes, so I kind of feel like I need to cosplay her next for it, but it's just so beautiful, and it goes with so many things. Again, kind of got that pink cherry blossom sakura vibe going on. Again, I like pink. It's one of my favorite colors, pink and black, so this kind of, this thing needs to stay up. Anywho, so yeah, it's so beautiful. She got it for me. I was admiring. They had a lavender one, a red one, and a pink one. But somehow she thought this was going to be the better one, and she grabbed this for me, knowing that I'd been eyeballing it, and it's actually perfect. I didn't even know that they had this kind, the cream with the pretty pink flowers, so I'm actually really happy that I got this one instead of the other ones, and she's just such a sweetheart. I can't wait to work with her again in the future. So that was the last thing that I got. So now we're going to go through the middle. All right, so the fantastically gorgeous Chelsea Von Chastity cosplayer was there selling. She made these amazing foam masks that had removable filters. So if you wanted to be a little extra when dealing with COVID, she had your back. But she also had a bunch of bracers. And the cool thing is some people would say, you know, there's no elastic, but I kind of like the fact that she didn't put elastic or anything, because now this gives me an option to put what I feel is more comfortable. I also kind of have, like, I don't have tiny, skinny arms. I kind of got all fat, chubby forearms, so I can put this however I want, and I can make a badass cosplay with this, which I'm pretty excited for, because I usually have like a bunch of fluffy cosplays, nothing really totally badass, though I do want to try to do Momohime from Demon Blade at some point. So I feel like wearing these will give me an idea on how to create her her paladins and some of her other armor. So I don't know. I'm really excited because they're really pretty. It kind of gives me almost like a Fate Stay Night with the filigree on here. So it's feminine, but also it's bracers. It's armor, damn it. And it's not a chainmail bikini. So that's a plus. All right. Another thing, this was given to me by the gorgeous Bex. I have a penchant for things that are kind of cute and creepy at the same time. So this is a little skeleton in a unicorn onesie. I mean, how could you not get any cuter or creepier than a skeleton in a unicorn onesie? She knows me so well. So well. But they had a whole bunch of other really cute things. I have I have a skeleton cat with one eye, and it kind of mimics the cat that I do have. His name is Icky, and he's a one-eyed cat. My sister is dying for me to put a googly eye on my cat. No, not gonna happen. I think one of the guys, E, has also been dying for me to put a googly eye on my cat, and it's not gonna happen. I see you. I'm just checking something here. Okay. I've just my back in the background assistant, shall we say. It's just making sure that I know that he's still there, and if I need anything, to give a holler. All right, so this thing is not staying. Velcro this thing. Tell you, cosplay is it can be very frustrating. You have this really adorable outfit, but it doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to stay. And that's pain. So speaking of the Comic Mint, upon my arrival, I got these really gorgeous. Oh, so now when I say Shannon Mayer is probably, and I'm not saying this because I'm biased or partial or anything. E is laughing. Yeah, I know he's laughing because he knows about that googly eye. I see you. I see you, E. I see you. But so Shannon, hands down, one of my favorite artists for comics. But this lady, this stunning creature by the name of Peach Momoko, is my other newfound obsession for comics. She just makes the most beautiful, stunning creatures with her artwork. And she also does a thing where she has, where she'll do kind of creepy but pretty at the same time. So again, I love that stuff. Someone is trying to. Okay, yeah, you're back. That's great. So, and the other thing was I got an authentic autograph of a trading card from Chrissy Zulo, and this little girl, she's beautiful. I love her. She's so stunning, and I really think I want to cosplay her too because there's something about the cloak. I love the cloaks. They have like this air of mystery to them, very Renaissance fair. And I actually have Renaissance fair outfit, so I'm kind of excited to finally get to do that. All right, so now some of you may have seen on Sunday I was Ramona Flowers. Now, these people, H.R. Farrington, Art and Illustration, right here. They were very smart. They were very smart. They saw me and my Ramona Flowers and made mention that they too had a Ramona Flowers print at their booth. Come on now. You know I wasn't going to not go to their booth and find this print. Next time I'm going to wear roller skates. Maybe. I'm not very coordinated. But they had some really awesome stuff. Do you have pictures of you as Ramona Flowers? I only have one photo, and that was taken in front of their booth, but I will get it. It's the only, let me rephrase that. It's the only photo that I have of me with my hammer. But I have it. It's actually, they tagged me on Instagram. I did screenshot it. I'm probably going to crop and clip and do whatever so I can share it for myself, but new hammer. Well, not a new, so, okay. So I have two hammers. I have my Harley Quinn mallet hammer, and then I have the Ramona Flowers hammer. So this was, I used my Ramona Flowers hammer, mallet, whatever you want to call it. It did not fit on my purse, sadly. I had too much junk in it. So, but, yeah. So yeah, they had this amazing print. Yes, stop, hammer time. I'll tell you what though, let me just say that I was Ramona's escort service. Kiki had delivery service Friday. Ramona had escort service Saturday because I was parting the crowds with that damn hammer. Just like, because surprisingly, when you yell, large hammer coming through, people move. So yes, if you ever need to go to a convention and have someone help you get to your destination safely, please, by all means, let me know. I'll be there. You know, how do I feel about Calendar Man being in a movie before? Look, we're just going to say that the only reason that Squirrel Girl has not been in a movie yet is because she is so OP, there would be no movie. There'd be none. It'd be a mini clip. It would just be Squirrel Girl jumping in, kicking ass, going home, you know, having a coffee, chilling. So, you know, I understand. I understand that it's going to take some time for them to find a, you know what, Adrian? I'm going to, y'all lucky I like you. Because I could, and you're lucky that I'm live because I could say some very, very, very not nice words right now. I'll save it for later. Fuck you. Anywho, so what else did I get from this cool little shop? Oh, I got this little vampire sorbet or sorbet vampire sticker. Again, along the lines of liking me creepy and cute. I got, you know what? These motherfuckers trying to pull, y'all testing me. You got a cute little kitty. And they had their own comic. So as a, all right. I see. Anyway, as a child of the 80s, this, I swear to fucking God, what do you want? Who's joining me? Who's jumping in? I see Uncle Black. But anywho, I'm going to keep going. So, anywho, very 80s-esque. Very cool. It's a really cool comic. I am a really big fan of indie comics. I'm a huge supporter of them. I love my mainstream comics and my top sellers, but I will always have a soft spot for comics that are done through independent retailers that are on Kickstarter. I will always have that passion for them because I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just there's a fascination, there's a love, and there's a camaraderie that I feel like independent comic producers have. You know, they're really literally taking their passion, their love, their babies, and they're sharing it with the world. And I feel like that really takes a lot of guts. And I admire them so much for it. And on that note, let me put my apron back up. There was a booth selling dollar comics. All kinds of dollar comics. And now I don't remember what I have and what I don't have for Squirrel Girl, but I bought all the Squirrel Girl comics that they had because for $1, how could I not? And geez, I'm crow. One of the ones that I got, and I didn't realize what it was until I really looked into it, was I got 2 Marvel Legacies. So I'm probably going to have to go through that because I don't know how many of these, but I got Marvel Legacy 28 and 30, which means I'm going to have to find 30 or 29, like really bad, but y'all, y'all. Squirrel Girl is the new Silver Surfer, and she's going up against Loki. Maybe we can get a Mocha cosplay for one of the characters in her book. Oh, don't even joke like that. That is my dream. That is my dream, to have myself in a comic as a character, as a reoccurring character, not a walk-on, not a not a mental patient, as Don't Pay the Fairman did to me. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm sorry, but this is just amazing. And I was so happy that I grabbed it. But these are Squirrel Girl as the new Silver Surfer. And if you know, you know. If you don't, at some point, Squirrel Girl kind of becomes BFFs with Galactus and leads him to a planet that is uninhabited of pretty much any intelligent life, but there is a lot of protein-filled plants that he can eat for sustained energy to try and, not kill worlds. So, and yeah, I think the fact that she's just like, what up, Galactus? We're best friends now. Can you not? Squirrel Girl cannot be his sidekick. Squirrel Girl is no one's sidekick. Again, did you not just hear me when I said she became best friends with Galactus? Squirrel Girl, BFFs, Galactus. She took down Thanos by herself. She would kick Calendar Man's ass. You know what? I'm pretty sure Tippy Toe would kick his ass. Anywho, so now we all know I love coffee. This is not a secret. No, got time for that. No. They got tons of time for it. One of the booths was a pop-up espresso presso that was based off of there's a comic called Surrounded by Death. I'm still wondering, still don't know what happened to my issue of that. It got somehow misplaced at the Comic Mint booth. I'm not salty at all about that, just a little Mrs. Dash, but I was walking around with my Surrounded by Death comic, which is, as the creator, so they say it's basically Mallrats meets Walking Dead. So obviously anything that has a pop-up or that has an espresso or coffee cafe in there with zombies and death, I'm kind of here for it, comic form. So I was walking around with that, and Yuki Panda, Revenge is Magic, so play, that sounds badass as fuck. Yeah, it does sound badass as fuck. So they had this, they were basically, it was $3 for a cup of coffee, which, at a convention is not that horrible, or it was free when you bought a comic for $5. So obviously I bought quite a bit of comics to get some coffee, because coffee and comics together, what could be better? And they have a Kickstarter for the second. So I will definitely try and put the links down below. If you saw my live on Saturday when I was there, I actually interviewed the owner proprietor of Espresso Presso, the fictional pop-up cafe. that they were having. Their coffee was banging too. I freaking loved it. My only regret was the fact that I was telling people how good the coffee was, so everyone was drinking the coffee, and that which means they ran out of coffee. Where there was a huge line and I had to wait for the coffee. This made me mad. But one of the other books that they had was a horror called The Pond. There we go. Yeah. And this is one of two, so I'm definitely going to have to get the second one. But yeah, definitely. They had like a whole bunch, you know, they had like spaghetti western, but you know, again, that creepy was calling me. And speaking of creepy, they had hardcover books of Cthulhu is hard to spell. How could I not? Look at him. Look at him with his little tie. So again, now, apparently this is a monster anthology about Lovecraft. And apparently there's a whole bunch of people that I could potentially get signing this book. So I may have to do some research on that. Take these bad boys to me with the comics. Any cons, if any of the people are going to be there. And now, because you can't get one without two. And again, look at his little belly button. Can't. So cute. He is adorable. So, look at little blue rocks with the little faces and the angry monster eyes. Love it. So yeah. And this is really kind of neat art style going on in this book. Well, both of the books. So I highly recommend. And as with all good hard bound books, it comes with a little, placeholder. So you never lose your spot. And you don't turn your pages into mush by folding them over or doing anything inappropriate with them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't grab a whole lot. I was working again, during the convention for Shannon and Becky and the Comic Men. So I didn't have a ton of, I had free time, but I was mostly just kind of hanging out and helping out with the booth as much as I could. And that was really fun. I don't know if anybody's really watching other than the crew from the show themselves. So does anybody have any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns? And I swear if you even say one thing about Calendar Man, I'm gonna beam you in the head with something. I don't know what, it's just something. Shake that booty, girl, shake that booty, girl, shake that booty, girl. I can't with you. Can't. Motherfuckers. Y'all ain't right. Shake that booty, girl, shake that booty, girl, shake that booty, girl. I thought I had my headphone connected, so I didn't have to hear anything like that. Or so that nobody else in the house had to hear that. Let me see if I can Jesus H. God. I'm muting this. I can't with y'all. There we go. Muting it. So So that was just going through the Facebook comments to see if anybody was commenting. And look, no one was commenting. Neither is anybody commenting on the YouTubes. And ain't nobody watching me on Twitch either. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. This for me because I was bored. God. Seriously, I'm gonna like staple this to my shoulder. So I guess if nobody else is going to be here and nobody else is watching and I'm just sitting here looking like an idiot. Yeah. Well. You. Are you finished? Are you done? Are you having fun? You all set? You done? Are you done? There's some houses I gotta clean. My little maid outfit. Wolf ears. A wolf tail in the back here. So yeah. Maybe they did have to check their calendar. Maybe next time, I'll have some forethought and I don't know, not do this on a whim. But who knows? As I am prone to do of jumping first, asking later, I think I'm gonna go. So if there's nobody's watching, nobody has any other questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out for me, or with me, I should say. If you can catch me on the replay, that'd be awesome. Or every other Saturday, we go live here. Geeky Bat. Hi, Geeky Bat. Oh, I think you're ending. I was going to, but if somebody's here, I can stay for a few minutes. So how are you doing? Do I know you? Do I not know you? Are you a random person that just happened to cross my shenanigans? Aha. Thank you, TikTok. Yes. Thank you. TikTok coming in clutch, helping me out. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just went through all of my fun goodies that I got. I didn't get a ton, but I got enough to make me happy. I'm now trying to take the plastic off my little sticker or my little. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Oh, I love seeing that I can see where people are either on Twitch or YouTube. That's nice. This is my little kitty cat pin. I'm trying to take the plastic off of it so it's nice and pretty and shiny. Hey, there we go. She got little stars in her eyes. Let's see. Thoughts, comments, concerns, things you would like to ask. I got my little guy. He was what I was giving out for cupcakes for my little thing. I like you. Have a cupcake. Let's see. You guys are. It is cool. I have a deep fascination for things that are creepy and cute at the same time. So I don't know if you've ever seen them. What booth was I at? I was at the Comic Mint booth. I will be at the Comic Mint booth for New York Comic Con, as long as that's still going to be happening, as well as C2E2 in Chicago in December, again, as long as that's still happening. I will be at the Comic Mint booth with Shannon Mayer and Becky for both of those conventions, just like I was at Terrificon. I will be going to Connecticut, but I will be on my own time running around causing mayhem and shenanigans and trouble and all kinds of shiitake. Because, well, I won't be getting into too much trouble because I will have little what I call weeblets running around me. Those are the younglings that I cosplay with. People's kids, for some reason, they like me. I don't know. Go figure. Couldn't possibly be because I dress up and I'm a full-ass adult, but who knows? But yeah, so I'll be at Connecticut. How long have I been cosplaying? I've actually only been cosplaying for maybe about 6 years. A really good friend of mine, she was like, hey, do you want to go to Connecticut? And Mocha Fan Club, yeah. She said, hey, do you want to go to Connecticut? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I've always wanted to go to a convention. And she goes, I have a cosplay. I'm going to throw you in the cosplay and you're going to go. And I was actually she put me in her East Sea Gastrodon. So it was a green cloak. And fun fact, because I was just a wee bit chubbier than she was for that costume, the entire back of the dress had to be split open so that I could move around in it. But thankfully, I had a giant coat that went over it, so you couldn't see the back. That was completely open. But so yeah, that was my very first cosplay. It was my very first convention, and I fell in love with it. It was so much fun. I had for the longest time, said, oh no, I'm too this to cosplay. I'm too that to cosplay. I can't sew. I can't do this. I always made excuses why I couldn't cosplay. And then I started seeing people like Shirley, Auntie Shirley. She's a 70-something-year-old cosplayer from Singapore. She's phenomenal. And then there was these sites called Cosfluff for plus-size cosplayers, because that was another thing. I was like, oh, I can't cosplay. I'm too chubby. And then there were these people doing it, and they were just living their best life. And I thought, well, shit. All this time, I've been saying I can't cosplay, and all these people are out there doing it. So when I actually got a chance to do it, it was everything that I'd hoped and dreamed it would be. You totally should. Your hair is your hair is so him right now. We'll get you a great cane so you can just kind of walk around. And I swear, though, if you don't do the Samuel L. Jackson voice, I will be so disappointed. Thank you, Geeky Bat, by the way. It's, as I've been doing it more and more and more, I've made a couple of my cosplays. I've bought some of my cosplays. I've gotten better with my makeup. One of the things, though, I really like the most is I like making my props. So I did Fu from Samurai Champloo, and the manager should totally cosplay as Chitara. I would pay to see that. You hear me, manager? I would pay to see that. But the first prop I made was for Fu from Samurai Shampoo, and I made dumplings on a stick because she was one of my favorite characters, and I loved the fact that she freaking loved to eat. Like, she got so happy when she ate, and that's very much me. Where I was like, yes, 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 yes. I can be Tigra. Yeah, you could. But are you willing to make a commitment to the cosplay and shave your head? Fuck you, Adrian, and your goddamn calendar man. Fuck you. Look, we all know Squirrel Girl. The only reason that Calendar Man beat Squirrel Girl for that little contest was because his drink tasted. It was more what people wanted. She would kick his ass. You do know this. You're well aware of the fact that Squirrel Girl would annihilate. What I cosplay as Ariel. Sure. Why not? Debatable? Debatable. Let's debate this. She took down Thanos by herself. She befriended Galactus by herself, to the point where she was having some trouble, and the only way she was having trouble was the fact that all of the supervillains ganged up to beat her up. That's the only way that she was having problems, was they had to come at her all at once. And Galactus was like, dude, why are you trying to fuck with my friend? Do I need to come down there? Do I need to come down? All right, so he come down there. Seriously. What has Calendar Man done? Please, I'll wait. I'll wait. Tell me. What has Calendar Man done along the lines of beating down Thanos and BFFs with Galactus? Sounds like she needed more time, something that Calendar Man has an abundance of. But what's he done? He has time. That's all he has. He has time, but no skills. Yeah, so he has the time, but he got no skills, cause Go kicks a butt. I'm still waiting to see, other than like time and having an abundance of it, what skills he's bringing to the table. Awfully quiet over there, Calendar Man. Don't be. I know, I'm not hating. I know he's your favorite. But you keep coming at Squirrel Girl. So. Oh. See, now, I was even going to apologize for hating, because I know how much Calendar Man means to you, but now, I don't know about that. I do not know. Yeah. I'll remember that. I will remember that when you come over to Connecticut and you want baked goods. I'm sorry, I got no baked goods for you. Remember that I Like You have a cupcake thing? No cupcakes for you. So anyway, well, that's not my fault. Who was the one that put up the banner saying that Squirrel Girl sucks? Next thing you know, you're going to tell me it was E, not you. So this means you're either going to throw E under the bus and say it was him, or you're going to... Okay, so you will never know. Okay, so the history. So the history of Squirrel Girl and Calendar Man. So Squirrel Girl is my personal favorite superhero. I love her dearly. She's... I think because her personality just screams to me. She's just this perpetually optimistic person who has these low-key amazing powers. And she's probably one of the more underrated. People don't think of her because she's not as well known as a lot of the other superheroes. So again, she's just this low-key, flying under the radar kind of a superhero who, in all honesty, is actually very OP. So I think that's part of why everybody kind of keeps her on the down low, because to have her in things would be a little too much. Adrian, or Dat Nerd, he loves Calendar Man. Again, I think it's kind of along the same lines, where he's kind of a low-key character. He's not the most well-known person. You do know of him. I think most people would know him, along with Polka Dot Man, more from Batman the Animated Series than anything else. Green Lantern trumps all. Yes, I know that was E, because E is in love with the Green Lantern Corps. I would love to see or the Long Halloween comic. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Ernie, E, Uncle Black, whatever you'd like to call him, he's loves the Lantern Corps. Loves. It's Green Lantern. Although there is a certain Green Lanterns that he cannot stand. We won't go into that, because it's kind of along the lines of me was saying fuck Barry Allen, or fucking Barry Allen. If you know, you know. But yeah, so when we've kind of we've butted heads over who's the better low-key, under the radar superhero / villain. He maintains that Calendar Man. Olga, you it's not all right. So I'm not messing with the Flash. Again, if you know, you know. I have a deep dislike for the CW's Barry Allen. He's very much. I fucking hate what they did to him. It's like a fucking teen soap opera. I can't stand it. He's such this cocky, smart. Yes. He's always fucking with the timeline. And he wasn't even fucking with it with a good reason. This is your mom. This is my girlfriend. The greater good, Barry. The greater good. Sometimes shit happens. And you got to just deal with it because it's the greater good. You can't go back and fuck it up, because look at the TVA. look at the TV yet. That's a whole nother ball of wax there. Oh yeah, by the way, Loki roll, Gator Loki. She was so freaking adorable. Very popular. She was very popular with people. Had a whole bunch of variants that day. But yes, I have nothing against Barry Allen. I have everything against the CW version of Barry Allen and what they did. But that's my beef with CW and CW alone. Nothing against the actual Barry Allen, because I'm not gonna lie, Barry Allen in the Snyder Cut was well done. Chef's kiss. Loved it. I swear, if the apron does not stay up. For those of you who know, sometimes a cosplayer will actually sew themselves into a costume if it's not staying put. So I'm about 2 seconds away from that with this thing. So does anybody else have any other thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, things they'd like to ask me, things they'd like to ask about Jelly Roll, anything? I don't really have any place to go, so I'm just here, hanging out. Do you have time? Well, I don't have an abundance of time like Calendar Man, but I probably have another, I ain't going anywhere. So, I guess yes. Yes, I do have time. Oh, I think, actually, I may not have time. I think I have to go give my cat her, you motherfucker. I swear to God, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to go find you, and I'm going to kill you. I drink coffee, and I find shit, so I will find you. I've been preparing for this my whole life. All right, well, since I just heard the alarm, that means I have to give my cat her medicine. I will sign off. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully, next time I'll actually, amp it up and promote this rather than just saying, hey, guess what I'm going to do right now? Yeah. So, I will take it easy. I'm going to go give my cat her stuff. And I think I'm going to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. I wish I could just make a living out of just cosplaying. That'd be fantastic. But anyway, all right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And we will most likely be live next Saturday with the whole crew. I don't know what I'm going to be cosplaying at that point, but I'm sure I've got something lying around that I can throw on. So yeah, have fun. Have a great week. Drink your coffee. And I will catch you guys either on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere else.
Shake that booty, girl. Shake that booty, girl. Shake that booty.
You have too much power, my friend. Too much power. I regret giving you that much power.